This is the park where I grew up in. It's most noticeable because of the water tower behind me. I met a really good friend here when I was little, and we're friends now still, but a lot has changed since then. The wooden fences are still here, but over here there used to be a huge tire swing and a huge swing set. I get really dizzy on the tire swing. And the picnic table hasn't seemed to change, neither has the sidewalk to it. This is where the park used to be. It was like a wooden fort. Everything seemed to be made from wood, you know, with the slides and nails made of metal. I miss being a kid. Standing here on this contraption made for 2 to 5-year-olds doesn't exactly help. Especially because I have no potential memories here, but what do I miss about being a kid? Being here, I miss watching the trains go by. The trains were always going somewhere, and I miss watching the older kids jump over the fence and go on the rocks next to the train tracks. I always wanted to do that. I hated, and still sort of hate, taking it one step at a time or one day at a time. These steps are kind of complicated, but the wooden fort had ramps and monkey bars and normal stairs. Sometimes it had nooks and crannies and ways you could climb up on things. This new structure is nice, but I miss the wooden fort. When I have many steps and rules and limitations, it just makes me all really frustrated and I get tangled up in all of it. Adulting is very hard, and to be honest, I don't like it very much so far. When I was a kid, I didn't have to worry about a whole lot, and didn't have to worry about bills, money, the economy, making money, all the responsibilities I have now. When I was a kid, I would use my imagination. I pretended so many different scenarios. The fort felt big. Something with the steering wheel. I remember something about a steering wheel. In the wooden fort, there used to be this sitting area, but it was like a wooden car, and there was a steering wheel in it. And I remember just playing on it and pretending to drive somewhere when I was actually going nowhere. But I'd drive people places, I'd race. I always wanted to be the driver. Where I was actually driving to, who knows. I met my first friend here at this park. We played here together, and then our parents started talking, and we found out that we actually lived in the same neighborhood. We grew up together for a bit because we were neighbors and we got to see each other pretty often. But, you know, things change. Life happens. For some reason, I care what people think about me. Sometimes I feel the need for approval. I know I should be more confident and have better self-esteem, but, you know, I have highs and lows of both of those. Maybe it's a fear I have of not being likable. Even though I want to be likable and I don't do like weird, fun, crazy things in public, I still get out of my comfort zone sometimes. Words are not something I'm good at. I mean, if you think about it, we weren't really taught how to communicate. For me, I'm more of an introvert. I keep to myself, quiet. When I do like people, I just can't come up with the right words to say. Then when I don't say anything for a decent amount of time, I start to think that I'm boring and blah blah blah. When I was a kid, I remember going up to other kids, introducing myself and asking them if they'd be my friend. And then we'd play around for a little bit, and when we left, we probably never saw each other again, besides that one friend I told you about. I remember this specifically on a kiddie ride. I remember going by myself. I sat next to someone I didn't know. I said, "Hi, I'm Claire, what's your name?" "Cool, let's be friends." And then we rode the roller coaster together. as an adult, I feel like I have to be more selective and careful with my words. With my vocabulary not being quite big, I can still carry a somewhat decent conversation sometimes. Sometimes when I compliment someone, it's taken in the wrong meaning. Like, I could compliment someone and then they could think I'm flirting with them or being sarcastic and just being mean to them. And words are just difficult, you know? The struggle is real. Maybe one day I'll figure it out, but for now, I'm here. I'm on the thin line trying to decide what I want to do with this life. LOL. But I know I'm not the only one who doesn't know what I'm doing. Life isn't what I thought it would be. I just hope I can see the beauty of it even when it changes.